8:45 on the West Coast. So everywhere else is later than that. Let's kind of center ourselves. There we go. Everywhere else is way later. So I don't even know if anybody is up because, of course, it's Truthful Thursday. And I promise to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. I really, really do. I'm hoping that this live is clear because if nobody shows up, I know somebody will take a look tomorrow. And I really wanted it to be interactive, but I ended up watering my grass and doing a whole lot of stuff. So I'm just giving like one more minute. 1 minute. It hasn't even been a full minute yet, and I'm talking about I'm gonna give it one more minute. It hasn't even been a full minute before I just start talking and it just be me talking to myself, and you guys catch it tomorrow. Because I've been lazy and hadn't been editing, but I definitely want to stay consistent with Truthful Thursdays. So here we are, Truthful Thursday. And look, I can't even ask nobody, is that enough light? Can y'all see me? But I think you can because I can see myself. But there's like this little extra glow from this light over here, which is too much. It's too much. So there we go. That's a little better, I think. Anyway. Okay. Has it been? Oh, I got a few more seconds before I make it to 1 minute. Like I said, it is now 8:47 on Thursday. What's the date? The 30th of May. In case y'all was wondering, it is still Truthful Thursday for me. See, 9, 10, 11. Oh, y'all, it ain't even 12 o'clock on the East Coast yet. I still got 15 minutes. So, yeah, I still made it. I mean, they probably sleep or something, but because that's what grown-ups do. They go to bed. But anyway, I didn't upload or edit the Truthful Thursday that I was supposed to do last week. Hi, Stasia. Insert never would have made it. Okay. Without you, I would have lost it all. Okay, whatever. Me and my no singing self. So I was kind of at my desk today, and I was going to try and rush home and record this and not upload the one I did last week, but I didn't rush home. I've been busy all week. But a conversation I had a little earlier or yesterday or whenever had me thinking about like how I would describe myself. I think it was last night, a conversation I had last night. If somebody asked you to describe yourself with 5 adjectives, how would you describe yourself? And so that's how come it says interactive, because if somebody was up, I would have wanted to know, at least those of you who are interactive, I would have wanted to know how you would describe yourself. So I'm going to go first. If someone said to me, describe yourself, you had me tell you said adjectives. Girl, descriptive words. Descriptive words. So I had said for myself, I would describe myself as genuine or authentic. Like I always tell y'all, I'm honest. Okay. Well, you go ahead and tell me your quote. And then I would say that I'm also dependable. So that's 2 things. So I would say I'm authentic or I'm honest. I'm true to myself. I would say that I'm dependable, right? I would say that I'm intelligent, I'm strong-willed, and I'm resilient. Now, some of these could go either way, positive or negative. So those are my descriptives for me. I'm genuine and authentic, dependable, intelligent, I'm strong-willed, and I'm resilient. Though if someone was to ask me, hey, Brown Dwarf, how you doing, love? If someone was to ask me how I saw myself or what 5 adjectives, and only 5 would I use to describe myself, those are what I would use instantly because that's how I see myself. I'm all that and a bag of chips. Yes, you are. And so as I sat and thought about it, I thought to myself, well, how would your friends describe you? That was what I would have asked. Would your friends agree with the things that you say? Would they agree, or would their adjectives or their descriptions of you, if they had to describe you to somebody in 5 words, if those adjectives would they line up? So I text a few of my friends, some people that I have known for less than a year, and then some friends that I have known for over 30 years. So I sent them all messages. Tell me how you would describe me. I meant to ask my cousin, but got sidetracked today. So I'm going to share with you the things that they said, and I'm going to tell you the truth. They didn't use the same words I used to describe me. My friend of 30 years, she said that she thought I was compassionate. That's a nice one. She also said I was emotional. Emotions all over the place. But I tell y'all that all the time. She said that I'm affectionate, reliable, and I am unassuming. Unassuming. And I said, you know what? I think all these adjectives also describe me. And then I said to myself, well, my next friend who I have known, Royal Kingston is 11, about to be 12. So about 13, I am free thinking, but these are their descriptive words of me. All good in the woods. Hope you're well, Queen. I hope you are too, King. And so those are my descriptive words. These are how they see me, right? So then my friend of about 12, 13 years, she said that she said she would describe me as independent, as gorgeous, as courageous, as determined, and as shy. Now, I know y'all wouldn't see me as shy, but I am a little shy. Sometimes I have to pump myself up to like speak in front of people, or even when I meet new people, I wouldn't say I was shy myself. I would say I was reserved. But of course, this isn't my perception of me. This is someone else's perception. So then another friend said that she gave me 6, okay? She said I was ambitious, I was brave, I was charismatic. She's a Virgo, I'm a Virgo. So you hit it right on the nail. Ambitious, brave, charismatic, that I'm deep, I'm devoted, and I'm efficient. And I've known her probably about 7 or 8 years. And so I was like, well, I like these, right? Ambitious, I'm brave, charismatic, I'm deep, I'm devoted, I'm efficient. Like these are all these adjectives are great adjectives depending on who you're talking to. Yeah, Talisa's a little shy. Yeah, I'm a little shy. Honestly, I'm a little shy. My friend that I've known for less than a year, and we've actually, hit it off really well and seemed to gel really good. She said that I was honest, I was motivated, I was direct. She said I was tenacious, and I was assertive. Did she say tenacious? Is that what that say? That does say tenacious. Sometimes I can't read my own handwriting. And I thought that was 2 people that said motivated. Observing. I wouldn't say shy, very observing at first. Absolutely, as a Virgo. And then my friend of relatively 20 plus years, so I haven't really done the math, but 20, I've known her for a really long time as well. She would say that I was resilient, I was loyal, I was misunderstood, sarcastic as fuck, those are her words, okay? Her words, and sensitive. So, a lot of these words are like synonyms, right? And so the reason I wrote down and said what I thought about myself first, and then what their perception of me is because sometimes we don't see ourselves how other people see us. Right now, I can agree with just about everything on here. Okay, I don't know about efficient. Okay, like what efficient? Well, I don't know. Sometimes I don't have no follow through. Sometimes I'm a procrastinator, hence why we're going live and it's interactive. But this is how they see me versus I see myself. And my point being is, no matter what anybody else says about you, you should see yourself a certain way. And the way you see yourself should be what you reflect. And I didn't ask them if they would agree with mine, but I wonder if they would. I may have to go and ask them. So genuine, authentic, honest. That's on here. Honest. Yeah, only one person said that. Like, I'm all like, dependable. So loyal, reliable. Look at me. My handwriting is so horrible, y'all. I said intelligent. Not one person on here said I was intelligent. Oh, wait, deep. Deep qualifies. I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it. Deep would qualify as intelligent. Let me see. I said strong-willed. It's okay. I'm singing with you. We good. Strong-willed. And so with strong-willed, I said, where is that at? Determined, right? Brave or ambitious. Those are synonymous, right? At least I think they are. What did I say? Strong-willed. Assertive? No, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that doesn't. Direct, maybe. And then the last one was resilient. And one friend actually did say that I was resilient. Another friend said I was courageous. And I feel like all of these are my attributes. But again, I went through them and kind of like looked at them and say to myself, is how people see me the way I see myself. No one said any bad attributes. Well, my homegirl said I was sensitive and one said emotional. So let me tell you something. That could be bad because like I told y'all, when y'all rock with me for real, I tell y'all that I work on my attitude daily, like all the time. It is in the forefront of my mind. I'm constantly trying to remind myself that everybody's not attacking me. I don't always have to feel like I'm defending myself. And that's exactly what it is. It's always like I'm feeling like I'm on edge because I'm defending myself. You say one wrong thing and I'm gonna jump on you. And now I'm saying you say one wrong thing and I don't give a fuck. So but sensitive and emotional could definitely be seen, because sensitive means, you know, I do cry at the drop of a hat. Y'all didn't see me cry. If y'all been with me long enough, you've seen that I've cried like crocodile tears. I think almost like tears. I can get angry. I mean, y'all saw my 25 days of Vlogmas. Y'all saw I was going to have a fight with the girl in the gym. Like, I was unhappy, like, with whatever the hell was going on. So they aren't, and depending on who you talk to, and here's the thing, they all gave me what they saw as my positive attributes. They didn't say negative, except for my one friend who said I was sarcastic as fuck. But I don't see that as negative. I feel like if you can't fuck with me, then we ain't friends. Like, if you can't handle my sarcasm, then it is what it is. No, BD, you don't. Oh, look at the light. I done moved it. You don't want to see me angry. It is not a beautiful sight. It's almost like I done turned into an aggressive male. Like, it's cursing like a sailor. Like, yeah, it's pretty bad. And if I start crying, then it's a whole nether level. It's really ugly. I don't like it, and I don't like to share it. And I just really wanted to just take the time and be like, just because I was hoping though I really wasn't hoping that they saw me different. I was really hoping that they didn't see me different, and that they did see a lot of great attributes, which I feel like they did. But my point is, so I was trying to say how you see yourself is sometimes how people see you, or not at all. You could see yourself one entirely different way, and you look, it could be an eye-opening experience. Like, what the fuck just went on? Hey, T, what happened? That ain't who I thought I was. That ain't what I thought I portrayed. That's not who I wanted to be. You know, and so when I look at these things, I think to myself, well, this is how I want people to see me. This is how I want people to see me. I want people to see me as brave and courageous, same thing, ambitious, motivated. I want them to see that I'm strong-willed or resilient, that I'm dependable, reliable, that I'm loyal. Those are things that I want people to see when they see me. I want that to be associated with my name, and I'm really glad that that's how people see me. And so I just really want to know, I mean, y'all can let me know right now how you see yourself. What are 5 adjectives you would use to describe yourself? I don't care if they're shallow, whatever it is that you would use to describe yourself, that's what I want to know. And then I want you to go a step further and ask your friends, how would they describe you in 5 words? What do they see? And don't even give them what do they see. Just say, describe me in 5 words and 5 adjectives. And see what they say. See how they come back, and see if it aligns with how you want to portray yourself or how you want to be seen. And if there's something on there and it doesn't seem good, like I'm emotional and sensitive as fuck, or she said sarcastic as fuck, I may want to work on that. Oh, y'all talking about still being mad because she could be the devil? Let me see. Look at me. I keep stepping on the cord. That's because it's not plugged in all the way. I can be very vindictive. Do you think, Anastasia, that your friends or your spouse would use that as an adjective for you? Do you think that that's what because you see yourself as, You can be very vindictive, but would you use that as a characteristic to describe yourself? I would definitely say that I would, Anastasia, just our interactions on social media, that I would say that you were a very faithful, loyal person, because you've been rocking with me for a long time, and it has been unwavering, and I'm grateful for you or to you for that. So I mean, that would be one thing that how I would describe you. And I don't even know you in person. Like, I don't know you personally except for here, and I feel like I know you because you've been, you know, very present on my channel. I don't know if T is still there. I'm wondering if she want to share how she would describe herself. What are 5 attributes that she would use to describe herself? Brown dwarf, that's not cray cray. That's people pushing her past her limit. Don't poke the bear. I think that's better. Don't poke the bear. If you poke the bear, you might get bit. Like, that is exactly what it is. But we working on it, Anastasia. You still young. You less than 30, baby. So you got some time to grow. Oh, you're cray cray. Oh, you did say for me, I'm cray cray. You know what, Brown Dwarf? I think I can see that. Because I don't know too many people that love to be outdoors and in the woods and exploring nature like you do. I commend you. I mean, I can only do it for so long. Like, I can camp like on the ground camping, but I can't. No, I don't think it'll be an adjective they use. They're on my good side. Exactly. I mean, that's really all I had to talk about. I had a whole I had some notes or whatever, but I don't know where the other half of it is. And so I'm glad I had this half. Oh, we only been here for 17 minutes. I swear I feel like we've been here for 30 minutes because I said I was going to be interactive for 30 minutes. That shit just shut off. Did y'all catch that? Okay, T says she would describe herself as a warrior, sarcastic, an introvert, generous, and adaptable. Those are good adjectives. And you know, people probably wouldn't believe it, but that introvert wouldn't be the first thing that I would use to describe me, but I am an introvert. I'm the kind of introvert that has to go and be by herself for a while to recharge so that I could be an extrovert. So without my own alone time and me with my own thoughts, I am no good as a friend. I'm no good as a person. I don't have no wisdom and knowledge and understanding. I need to be by myself in order to recharge so that I can be my best self for other people. I learned that about myself. Let me see. Right. For every 3 social hours, I need 9. I need 9 to recoup. Sometimes it's a lot of people's energy. Like, I really am affected by people's energy. I'm really affected by people's energy. And so, you know, when you're around a lot of negativity and you're around a lot of Debbie Downer and I definitely have to recharge. And you're right, I'm down a day, okay? And not every 3 social, I'm down a day. Like, 3 social hours, I need 24 hours of no talking to nobody. Don't bother me tomorrow. Don't bother me. I really got to do my very best to be friendly and interactive. And don't piss me off, especially after I have a prime example. Y'all don't know the lady. And so I can share this story with you. So this past weekend I'm so proud of me. So this past weekend on Memorial Day, I went, if y'all was rocking with me, y'all saw that I was at a friend's house and my friend's boyfriend's house for Memorial Day. The food was delicious. Y'all did not see because I had went off, but I was sitting at the table where the ladies were. We were all sitting there, and all 3 of those ladies, except for my friend, that was our first time in that house. So of course, you know, you friendly and you know, trying to meet new people. People definitely suck the life out of you, like drain the shit out of you, especially negative people, especially people who aren't pouring into you. And so this woman walks in the door. When she walks in the door, it's the 3 of us at the table. My friend is not in the kitchen. She walks through like the garage, which takes you directly to the kitchen. And I'm sitting there with the 2 ladies. I've got some ringing in my ear all of a sudden. And the lady looks at me, frowns up, and this ain't even the ugly face, and looks me up and down. and says to she looks me up and down, and I say, because I have a thing, if people are staring at you, they like you, they want to speak to you, they're shy, something about you, so let me be open and welcoming. Really, what the fuck you staring at? So that's really, when people stare at me, that's really what I'm thinking, like, what the fuck you looking at? But instead of saying that, because it's taken me a while to get there, because I used to be like, what the fuck you looking at? I don't do that no more. Now I say, hi, how are you? And pleasantly smile, try and be welcoming, because maybe they want to speak and they're intimidated by something or another. Honey, I said, hi, how are you? Honey, ma'am said, who are you? And when I say that wasn't nasty, I want you to hear the contonation when I say, who the fuck are you, bitch? Like, that is the contonation. That was the meaning behind her. Who are you? Because I spoke to you? So, of course, I'm taking it back. Your girl don't say nothing. She just looking like, I know this lady didn't. I look at the two friends, look at the friend and the other lady, and I'm looking at them. They looking at me going, and the hoe say it again. I couldn't change call her a hoe. I'm sorry. And the ma'am say it again. She says, who are you? So me, I didn't run out of patience, because now it's probably about 35 seconds. And y'all know when it's tense, awkward air, that it feels like it's longer than 35 seconds. It felt like 5 minutes was in between each. Who are you? So I said, who are you? And she was like, I'm the man of the house's mom, right? I'm so-and-so, we're going to call him John. I'm John's mom. I said, well, hi, John. I said, no. She said, I'm John's mom. I said, well, John's mom, I don't care who you are, but that is not an appropriate greeting. Granted, that means that this woman, of course, is my elder. So, of course, you don't want to be disrespectful to the woman. And so she was like, oh, I guess she could tell that my energy was no longer, it was more like, you got me fucked up. So she went, oh, no. I said, okay, let's just start over. Hi, I'm Talisa. Nice to meet you, Miss John's mom. Okay. So my friend comes back and she's all like, what happened? Because the air is stale. It is uncomfortable. It is awkward. And the two ladies, because she walked outside, the two ladies say, bite your tongue softly between your teeth if you hear your ears ringing. That means someone is talking about you. Child, people should be talking about me. Do you know who I am? I'm Talisa, motherfucking, never mind. But that's who I am. So, so she goes out, and the two ladies are was like, oh my God, you handled that really well. That was really awkward. My friend says, what happened? So they began to explain it to her. Now, every time she comes back in, she grabs me and hugs me and says, I'm really a nice person. I haven't been feeling well. I'm not rude. I'm really a nice person. And I'm all like, okay, like I have already reintroduced myself. We had already started from scratch. So I really don't want to talk about this no more. But she continues to come up to me and say the same thing. I'm really a nice person. I'm not rude. Blah, blah, blah. So then they're trying to get some macaroni and cheese out her car. They open the door, the alarm goes off. She cannot find her keys. The whole house, hey boo, the whole house is like looking for her keys. It's quiet. Her son is upset and irritated because number one, she was rude, right? And offensive to me. I'm sure that my friend had shared it with him at that time, because he did say, well, what's going on? I said, oh, it's not a big deal, because I had reset. So then she says, as she comes in, well, if it wasn't for her, my hands are horrible, it's like a man hands, her, and dismisses me, I wouldn't have been so distracted. You know what I said? I'm sorry that you're distracted by my beauty, because I can't see what the fuck else it was. Like, why were you distracted by me sitting there and saying, hi, how are you? Can anybody answer that for me? I mean, and that's somebody's mother. And then I kind of feel like, and then she said, oh, well, I thought she was your sister. I thought you were Shayna's sister. I mean, I didn't mean to say my friend's name, but whatever. I thought you were her. I thought that was your sister. So furthermore, if you thought I was her sister and you being disrespectful, now that's crazy. So not only is she not finished, because she's still coming up to me and hugging me and saying, "Oh, I'm okay." So I had a call come in. Y'all still there? So, because I'm using my regular phone. So, I was like, I'm really a nice person. I'm really a nice person. I'm not that rude. I've been sick. Okay. So now we've all moved to the living room. Mrs. John's mom has come in and sat in there with us. And now again, my friend now is this time she's there and she's eating something. But here we go. She starts to try to flip it and say that I was like, who are you? Right? And I was like, I didn't say who are you. And she said, well, we can ask your friend. I said, well, ask her. Not my friend, but her friend. Okay. My friend's friend who was there. Okay. We'll call her Elizabeth. So Elizabeth, she asked Elizabeth, well, didn't she say who are you? And she said, yeah, she did. And I said, because I'm really kind of blacking out. I was like, oh, I did. Well, I don't remember that. Like, I remember saying, hi, how are you? And so, I'm sorry. So I say, I don't remember that. I was like, hi, how are you? And she said, well, that was the response after you had asked her who she was. After you came in, who are you? Which was very offensive and was very, because see, and she was like, well, I thought you were her sister. And this is when she said it again. I thought you were her sister. And I said, well, because see, now I'm getting a little upset because of the simple fact that I have been holding my composure. She does not know that I know how to pop the fuck off, like that I'm really like from the hood though. Like I think she was trying to test my gangster and I was really trying to be like, I'm not gangster. I'm a square, like straight up rectangle square, whatever it is with hard edges. Like I didn't want to have to go round on her. Like I didn't want to, but I guess my voice was raising because I said, well, I know if you didn't think, I said, well, that's real disrespectful if you thought I was her fucking sister. So at this point now, my friend who was next to me says, I'm going to have to get up for a minute. Excuse me. So she gets up because remember, she switched it on me. She gets up, she goes, she comes and sits back down. Her boyfriend, John, comes in and says, Mom, I need to talk to you for a minute. Well, he talks to her. When she comes out, she talks to her. While he's talking to her, my friend looks at me and says to me, I'm going to need you to calm it down because you're putting me in an awkward situation. I wish she was on here so I can say what I told her then. Bitch, don't check me. First, I was quiet. Like, first, I'm all like, I know the fuck she ain't been check me and ask me to be quiet. Get your fucking mother-in-law. I mean, they ain't married yet, but they will be. But get your fucking mother-in-law. I know you ain't checking me. Like, this is going through my mind. Like, I know the fuck you ain't. Like, bitch. But that's what I said. I said, bitch, don't you ever check me. Don't you ever try to check me. She was like, well, I'm just saying. I said, me too. She said, well, I said, you need to check her because I've been on my best behavior. Because if I was going to pop off, I should have popped off when she asked me who I was when she came in instead of greeting me as a grown-up, as somebody's grandmama would do. Like, ain't nothing about me say that I'm competition with you. Ain't nothing about me say I'm there to cause no havoc. I'm smiling. I'm saying, how are you? I'm being open and you should receive that because it could be something different. So she comes out from talking to her son and goes straight out to the garage. Okay, because now I guess she's, not feeling, the area anymore because he checked her, which he should have did. Like, so my friend was like, okay, because shit, right is right. She was like, well, I'm just saying because whatever you saying, I'm saying something else. So now I'm trying to get my chi back together because I was having a good time. I was having sidecars. I don't know if y'all remember that, but I'm trying to get my chi together. I'm trying to center myself so that I can be happy, happy, joy, joy, and no, she doesn't. Happy, happy, joy, joy. I mean, she looks good for her age. Let me not say that. She looks good for her age. She is a beautiful woman, and she should not be comparing herself to any other woman. And first off, our swag is entirely different. Me and my homegirl always talk about that. Anyway, our swag is different from their swag. So that's what I mean when I say, so our attractive is different. You know what I'm saying? Our beauty is different. So she goes out, I want to say 10, 15 minutes goes by. Maybe not even that long because I didn't have enough time to woosah. Like I didn't have enough time to woosah. And so she comes back in the house and I'm all like, she comes directly beeline straight for me on the couch and I'm thinking to myself, Jesus be offense. Jesus be a guard over my mouth. This is somebody's mama. I am a guest in this house. I will not. This is me fighting with my internal demons. Now, y'all know I tell y'all what my friends say. I'm sensitive. I'm emotional. Them was two of my descriptive words. Y'all remember them? Because, yeah, this is where my sensitive, emotional ass was showing up. So she says, can I talk to you outside for a minute? All right. All right. You want to be outside with me by yourself for a minute? Now, you already feel that my energy is no longer, it's more like, try me, bitch. Try me. I don't care who mama you is. I don't care how old you are, but I'm going to give it to you. Like, that's how I was feeling in my spirit. And that was the enemy. So I was trying to rebuke him, like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Like, Lord, be a hedge of protection. Lord, not blood of Jesus. Like, I'm literally trying to get myself in order. So she takes me outside and she says, I really want to apologize. She said, let me apologize. My son said that I was rude and offensive, and that's not what I am. I'm really a nice person, and I've been sick. I'm not that rude like that. Now, she done said that 100,000, 50 million times. To me, you trying to convince yourself that you really a nice person, that you not so rude. Like, what the fuck, yo? Like, so when she's saying that, I said, we good, because, I really can't have too many words. I was like, we good. You hear the bass, we good. She was like, are you sure? I said we were good. I said we were good in the kitchen when I said, let's start over. But for some reason, you decided that you wanted to continue on with this madness. Madam, ma'am, Miss John's mom, like, you could be my mama. You know what I'm saying? Your son is older than me. You could be my mama. And no, she don't have no illness. No, she don't have no illness unless it's mental health, which is a real thing. And if my friend had prepped me and said, she got mental health issues. Now, we have conversations, but they don't surround her having mental health issues. If she had mental health issues, I would probably have given her a pass and just ignored her, like she retarded, and don't say that. Not she retarded. That's horrible. I'm sorry. Like, she needs medical attention, that she is under someone's care, and I would have just ignored her when she was like, who are you, to the point where she would have got upset, and then it would have been something entirely different. I really am proud of myself, but like my friend said, I'm emotional and I'm sensitive as fuck. And I was actually doing really good with my chi when she was staring at me and saying, who are you? Like, bitch, who are you is what she said. I want to say, well, who the fuck are you? And why are you asking and concerned about me? Is this your house? If I remember, this is John's house. How you going to walk up in here and ask somebody who they are? Whatever. That's over. Y'all was talking a lot and I was trying to get my story out, but I was in my feelings and I was trying to, correlate my just 5 descriptive or adjectives, my 5 descriptive words or my adjectives with my who I am as a person. So let me go back. Hey everybody, look, I saw Dr. D come in, I saw Doris come in, I saw Trees come in, I seen Pretty PR Chick TV come in. Y'all go check her out. She was just sliding through, she probably gone. Let me see. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here we go. Stasia Boo says, see, I would have said I'm your daddy. New girlfriend, put some respect on my name. See, that right there is that would have been the vindictive Satan part of you, Anastasia. Let me see. Bite your tongue softly between your teeth. If you hear your ears ringing, that means someone is talking about you. Well, that was ringing for a while. Got me fucked up. Not today, not the one in my Amanda Seals voice. Yes, ma'am. Let me see. If you do the tongue between the teeth. Okay, wait. Okay. Wait. Oh, and it's still ringing. They talking shit. I'll have to try it. Like Miss Gina Dennis is exactly like her. The face, as a matter of fact, they kind of resemble. They kind of resemble, as a matter of fact. Hey, Dr. D. Hey, Virgo. Hey, that's my boo. That was one of the people who gave me some descriptive words. You love my response, T. Barber, because I really was feeling like, and I had to ask the girls, was I wrong? Did I say something wrong? Like, because, I'm quick to say something wrong, but I'm also quick to try to make amends, especially when I'm wrong. Like, you know, and I didn't feel in my spirit that I'd done nothing wrong. I hadn't cursed her out. I didn't say, who the fuck you talking to? You got me fucked up. Like, I didn't say none of that. Like, I could have though, but I didn't though. Like, anybody who knows me knows them is my favorite words to say. Who the fuck you talking to? You got me fucked up. Especially when I'm feeling like that. That's what I go. Them is my go-to fight words. Like, anyway. And then I say I'm Talisa motherfucking somebody, right? Anyway, can somebody catch me up real quick? Okay, so Dr. D, we started off with like the 5 descriptive words or adjectives about yourself, and then I had asked my friends that same question and how they saw me. We kind of in and out of focus. And I had shared that, and then I went into like, because we had stopped talking, didn't have nothing to talk about. So then I had went into the story from on Sunday. I had went to a good girlfriend of mine. Her boyfriend had a Memorial Day weekend event, and it was, a barbecue on Sunday. Food was delicious. Oh, and I did not share with you guys that it did not ruin the day. Like, I did apologize to John and said, you know, I'm sorry that, you know, this happened and for whatever role I played. And he was like, we good. You ain't got to apologize. You know, my mama be tripping sometimes. And that's a whole nother story. That's somebody else's story. And so I can't really share that. I can only share my story, right? Okay. Let's see. Laughing. Do she look good? Does she like women? Maybe she was attracted to you. You know, I mean, it's a possibility, okay? Like, if anything, she was attracted to my energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, her demons was like, wait a minute. Who is all this light and positivity that's walking around? What is this ray of sunshine sitting in the house? And so they was probably like, what the fuck? We a cloud, let's rain on it. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, sometimes my light just shows and I don't even be knowing that it be showing. Okay, I said hi to Miss Doris. Let me see. What does sick have to do with anything? Oh, that's what you said. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Hey, Trees girl. No, you weren't wrong at all. Can I smoke blunts on this channel? You can, because we can't see you. I mean, we all grown. If I wasn't doing Whole 30, I'd be having a drink. Hey, Chandra girl. Hey, y'all. Okay, good, Dr. D. I'm glad that you got us. Hey, sis. Yeah, I get to catch you. Okay, so we all caught up with that story. And for y'all who just joined us, look, I was thinking that I had got on here too late for my Truthful Thursday. Because, you know, I started at like 8:30, 45, 47. Oh, wait, maybe not that late because it's 38 minutes. So, yeah, about 48, 47. And so I didn't think y'all was up. And y'all was, you know, I thought y'all was going to catch this tomorrow and I was going to be off. So since it's a few more of you guys, I want to ask you to let me know what are the 5 adjectives that would describe you. No, not for us West Coast folks. I figured you was with the babies, that you was taking care of the babies, sis. What 5 adjectives would you use to describe you? That was the first thing I started off with, and it was kind of boring, but we ended up in that story. When was the last time that lady had good sex? From my understanding, she got a man. From my understanding, Brown Dwarf, she got a man. Hey, boo. Hey. There go Tanisha, y'all. So, Tanisha and Virgo 8 were 2 of the people that gave me descriptive words about myself. Put them babies down an hour ago, honey. I hope you got some me time going, some wine time, some something. So I had shared, and I know if you started off or you were rewinding this is coming again. I don't know what the men do. I know all their business. I know she must be unhappy. Oh, I love you, Michelle. Thank you, boo. I love you like no other. Like, you know, you my sister from another mother. You know, I don't know how to get that off. I got some other money sitting there and don't know how to do it. So we're going to have a conversation because I don't know how to work that out. I don't know how to work that out. So my 5 descriptive words, because when I was sitting at my desk last night, I had a conversation with somebody and I had said how we were talking. And I was like, well, how would your friends describe you? No, I didn't. I was like, I asked if they were jealous or if they were insecure. And I don't know, Trees. I don't know why she came and picked on me. No, it was me, Elizabeth, and then another woman, we're going to call her Rhonda. So me, Elizabeth, and Rhonda, that was our first time in the house. Rhonda was there as a guest of her husband who was friends with my friend's boyfriend. Ooh, that's a lot. And then Elizabeth is friends with my friend. So we both have her in common. So the three of us, that was our first time there. And when she came in, she did first look at the entire table and frown up. And then after looking at the entire table and frowned up, then she looked me up and down and frowned up. And then I said, because I don't know if you caught the beginning of the story, but because I have a problem since I was younger, I've always had, anybody who knows me, like my girlfriend of 30 years, anybody who knows me knows that I have a problem if you staring at me too long. I've always used to be like, what the fuck you looking at? Like, speak or say something. What the fuck wrong with you? Like, that would be my automatic response. And so as an adult, my response isn't what the fuck you looking at, but hi, how are you? Because evidently there's something about me that is attracting you. You like my energy. You're afraid to speak. I don't know. You're intimidated. You think I'm cute. I don't know what it is. I do have BRF or RBF really bad, but I don't think I had it because I said, hi, how are you? And so, yeah. And when I said that, she said, who are you? Who is your mama? Who's your mama? How was you raised? I'm not giving you no pass because you old. You know better. You know better. Man, ain't putting work. The lady ain't acting right. So yeah, I didn't understand why I was chosen. But I was slightly enlightened. My friend was like, she thinks that this is her house. And because she didn't know you, she felt like it was okay. And I think that she was trying to intimidate me. Maybe I look nice and sweet. I don't know. Do y'all think I look nice and sweet and innocent when I smile and shit? Hi, how are you? Like, maybe that made her think she could tell my gangster. I'm not sure, but baby, I'm the wrong one. I look like the woman that took her man. I'll take your man right out the box. That's my shit. And put him under my padlock. So when you see us, because I love salt and pepper. Too damn old to be carrying on like that. So, you know, I'm just saying, like, I don't agree. That's just a rude way to greet someone, whether it's your house or not. No home training. I'm just saying, like, I just felt like after I said, hi, how are you? She could have said, hi, I'm good. Or hi, how are you? Hi, I've never seen you before. Hi, who are you? She could have said, hi, you know, could have greeted me with a, hi, who are you? Like, hi, how did you get here? If that's what she meant, if she meant to say, hi, hi, you know, nice, oh, you know, I've never seen you before. That could have been it. Yeah, Brownsdorf, you sexy, but I'm sexy too. Hi, I'm sexy. Like, yeah, I thought you wanted me to say that out loud about myself. So I just don't know, and I'm really proud of how I handled that. Like, because I told y'all, I really wanted in my spirit when she said it the first time, I had to gather myself. Go invisible. I'm gonna have to teach y'all about going invisible. People be looking dead at you, but you invisible. I'm gonna have to teach y'all about going, oh, well, thank you. I would have to show y'all how to go invisible. It's one of my favorite things to do. I wouldn't have come into my son's home and disrupted the energy like that. And she did. And it was disrupted for quite a while because she continued on. And I don't know if you heard when I said that she kept saying, after I said, okay, you know what? Okay, hi, Mrs. John. Hi, Miss John's mom. Let's restart. I'm Talisa. It's so nice to meet you. Okay. After me trying to be the adult when she's the adult, you know what I'm saying? She's my senior by at least, I don't know, 15, 16, 17, 18 years, at least, at minimum. I don't know if she thought I was someone else. I don't know, you know, I don't know. I you know, maybe she did. I don't know. But from my understanding, that is really pretty much kind of her thing. Her MO is to try and be intimidating. You know, I can't speculate. I mean, and I don't want to say too much because there is some speculation as to what, you know, like I said, I think she believed that that's her house. You know what I'm saying? Like, she did used to live with her son. She don't live with him no more. So I do believe that she might have felt a little territorial, like she had to go and piss on shit like dogs do to say, this is where I live. This is where I rock. Who you in here? Why are you in here? And I was cute. I had on this little, you know, that little black lounge ready thing I had that jumpsuit on. Y'all can go to Instagram at I am Talisa Rae and see it. When I had the little short, I'm gonna catch your husband here. I had on a gray one like that. And when she apologized to me, I did have a thing wrapped around my waist because, you know, I'm real curvy and my booty is big and lifted and round. So I didn't want to offend, knowing that there are people who have their husbands there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, oh, she's trying to get my man, because that ain't who I am. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could probably get him if I want to. I used to be like that when I was younger, but I'm not like that anymore. So I had a shirt wrapped around my hips to hide all that curvaceousness. And so when I was walking, after she gave me her apology, which I feel was sincere because her son checked her. I'm gonna tell y'all that. It was sincere, but she didn't after that, she didn't know how to deal with me. And I'm also, oh wait, let me finish my sentence, because I be all over the place like I got alphabet soup. So she pulled down my shirt, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I got up, and you know how it raises a little bit. So she pulled down my shirt, I guess to help me conceal my fat ass. Like, hello, somebody. Went over that ass too fat, too. Like, what? It's mine, okay? And it was covered already. But, let me see. Yes! Oh, Michelle. She is one of them. My mama is my son ass mamas, and she only got the one child. Michelle, if you didn't hit the nail on the hammer on the nail, is that right? No boundary having ass mama. I mean, y'all gathered a lot of this stuff up, and we just talked about it for 15, 20 minutes. Girl, you always cute. Girl, even at the gym when my hair be all pulled back and the nappies be showing and stuff, I be cute. I love you, Tanisha, girl. What? Let me see. She put her hands on you, just on my shirt. She put her hand on my shirt to pull down my shirt, not like touch me. And at this point, you know, I was really listen, because it had gotten to the point where I even told my friend, I said, listen, I need to get myself together, because, you know, I will leave because my attitude, I feel it clicking. I feel the train leaving the station, and it's like all aboard, because once the train goes, it don't stop until we get to the next stop. You know what I'm saying? It's full speed ahead until we get to our exit to the next stop. I don't like being a fool, but I can't act a fool. I'm a grown up now, and you know what I be thinking? Who say they grown if they really grown? I'm grown. That's what you say when you like in your 20s, like when you are in your 20s. Wow, this too much, and girl, it is. Nope, do not touch me or my clothes, woman. What the entire? I'm gonna do all the cursing for us. What the entire fuck? Okay, the whole situation was uncomfortable. Okay. Speaking of an uncomfortable situation, let's just get into it. Okay, we ain't cool like that. Okay. So listen. Since we talking about the event, let us talk about, my phone is buzzing and ringing and stuff, like people care about me and what I'm doing. They don't, okay? They don't. These people they just want my goodies, and I'm not giving them away. The cookie jar, no cookies, it's closed, tight, sealed. Anyway, so I want to say last year sometime, my friend and I were on our way to a girlfriend's luncheon. Okay. We were on our way to a fan club. I'm reading your message, Tanisha. So we were on our way to a girlfriend's luncheon, and this is the same friend, because we're good friends and we rock with each other for real. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent. I ain't talking to you for 2 days, but I'm gonna call you after that kind of friend. And so we are on our way to a luncheon. Okay, it was beautiful. It was beautiful with a saxophonist. It was wonderful. And so he calls and checks on her. But I was driving. This is when I didn't have a car. Y'all remember? So I drove because I had a rental. And so he calls, and they are Google Duoing. If you don't have an iPhone, you got an Android, and you want to FaceTime, if you don't know nothing about Google Duo, get into it. They were Google Duoing. And I showed her that, because I was like, you need to see him more often. Y'all live too far apart not to have more communication. So he Google Duos her, and he's like, oh, my homeboy is over here or whatever. And I was like, let me see, because sometimes I'm real forward. Most times I am not. Most times I'm not going to ask no questions or nothing. Because I said, let me see, because the last guy he tried to hook me up with, I can't even remember his name, something was wrong with him. Like, he would tell them, oh, I call her, but she don't answer or she don't talk. When you call me, you lying because you scared. And then, I don't know. Anyway, he probably was scared of girls. I don't know. But so this one, so we talked on the Google Go Do. I was like, oh, you handsome. In person, he's not. Oh, you handsome, blah, 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 blah. So he said, can I have your number? And so Shayna texted to her, I said her name again. So my friend texts to John, and John, yeah, it's okay. Didn't, and text John my number, okay? Dude never called, never said nothing. So this was about a year ago. So when my homegirl had convinced me to turn around, because I had went to Oceanside for a girls trip, when she convinced me to turn around, I turned around and she told John. John said, oh, I'm going to call. Let's call him George. I'm going to call George and get him to come over here since Talisa coming. I was like, don't do that. Don't do that. I look homeless. Don't do that. Like I was looking real homeless. My clothes was looking like I was looking real homeless because I hadn't expected to stay as long as I stayed. So I was like, all right, well, I'm coming. And she was like, I got something for you to put on. That's how I ended up with the jumpsuit on. So I get there. She gets him to help us get the stuff out the car. He smiles. I smile. We speak. I want to go change my clothes because this is not my fly. I don't look fresh. Ain't nothing about me. I mean, I'm pretty and everything, but what I look like I got on is pajamas. It's like a little loungewear outfit. One day I'm going to put a picture on it and tell y'all this is the outfit. Or might wear it and be like, this is the outfit. So, I wanted to hurry and go change my clothes. I went and changed my clothes. I came back out. I did my live. I was very interactive. We were live on Sunday. He was nowhere to be found. He was in the garage, which was the man cave, the entire time. When he did come out of the man cave, because I said, well, did she tell him who I was? I mean, did he tell him who I was? And he said yes, and that he was excited and that he was coming. I want to know what the problem is. Like, what's wrong with me that you feel like that's two dudes that he knew he was introducing me to that they were scared to talk, and I'm not gonna make a move. He wasn't that attractive, but I would have still talked to him. And then my friend, she was like, oh, his voice. I got a thing with people's voices. I don't like you if your voice don't sound. I got a problem with voices. If you sound funny to me on the phone, I don't like to talk to you. Because in person, you can sound different than you sound on the phone. I don't want to talk to you. I don't like you. I can't stand it because I need to be attracted to everything about you. And your voice is one of them things that I want to hear in my ear. Say something like, you going to get it, girl, or something. Like, tell me something nasty, something sexy. And if your voice is ugly, I cannot on the phone, especially on the phone. But he never said nothing. He never came in the house. He never smiled. He never sat down next to me. I went out to the garage. He didn't say nothing. Like, I was like, oh, I'm supposed to? I don't think so. I'm sorry. So it had me feeling like something was wrong with me. And ain't nothing wrong with me. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Ain't nothing wrong with me except for I'm a little emotional and a little sensitive. Okay? Gotta have that very white voice. Not necessarily very white, but you do have to have a nice voice. Your voice, okay. As a woman, my voice is a little bit deep. And the more I talk, it's getting, you hear it getting deeper and raspier. And if I really start talking from my diaphragm, I have a really sultry, sexy voice. People be thinking I can sing. I can't sing a lick. But I got to, that melodic tone is what I get all the time. Can you sing? Because your voice is so melodic. And so he didn't say nothing. And I'm all like, what are the games we play? And that was really what Truthful Thursday was supposed to be about last week. What are the games we are playing in relationships? And now I don't really want to talk about it because now that would mean I can't edit that video and upload it if we talk about it now, but I do want to talk about it. Like, why do we play so many games when it comes to new relationships? new, when you're trying to form stuff. So if he don't call me today, I'm not gonna call. If he don't text me, I'm not texting him. I'm gonna wait 2 days and he better text. But like, why do we do that? Why do we do that? And not be honest and open and communicative, like communicative. That ain't the word, but I hope y'all get it. Communicative. But I don't know. So I'm just wondering what it is. And unfortunately, Brown Dwarf, you're the only man in here that has the ability to help us understand what the games are that they play. That's the word. Okay. And I probably can't say it again. Communicative. I don't understand. Yeah, that's the communicative. But do the enunciation. The communicative. I think I'm saying it right. Because I'm saying communicate and I add "if" at the end, right? Communicative. I don't understand why we have a hard time expressing our wants and our needs and our desires. And I'm going to just tell you the truth. I say it 3 times real fast, okay, so I could be spitting all over the camera. I'm gonna have to admit, sometimes I find myself not communicating as efficiently as I should. Even now today, sometimes I feel like, and the reason I feel like I don't communicate as well as I should is because I'm trying to, especially, I communicate how I want you to treat me fine. You know what I'm saying? I communicate loving kindness, fine. It's the moment you do something wrong. It's the moment you do something that I don't like that it changes the way I communicate with you. So I have to be careful of my words, because I was told the other day, I sent somebody a text message and they was like, eyebrow scorched. My cousin said, eyebrow scorched. Oh, everybody's eyes got big. My good friend that I was just talking about, she was like, and I thought that I had chosen my words carefully, but I guess I didn't, because I put it on me. I always say, I feel like me. This is how I feel, and you can't discount how I feel, or you made me feel like this. You can't discount that. So sometimes I have issue with finding the right words or the right timing and not wanting to come off too brash, because I've been told that I'm mean. I tell y'all that all the time, that I'm mean, that I am standoffish, that I am emotionless. But here on my list, what did I say? They said that I am, what did they say I was? Emotional and sensitive as fuck. Or no, she said sarcastic as fuck. Emotional and sensitive. Okay, let's see what y'all said. That was enough of me talking. Okay. Because no one wants to be the only one vested in establishing the relationship. It is a fear of vulnerability. Okay, we have been raised to let men do the chasing. Vulnerability, doggone smartphone. Oh, I got it, babe. Because we're afraid of being vulnerable. We're afraid of asking for what we want and not getting it. I think people fear true vulnerability. Look at y'all. Exactly. Yep. Y'all said it too. Vulnerability is the key to true connection. Being truly connected leaves you open to be hurt. All of that. So, and then you think about, because that is one of the things, like, I always go back to being a Virgo. And one of the things is, as a Virgo woman, we are very cautious about how much we share, how much we confide in you, how vulnerable we can be, how we can trust you. We observe you for a long fucking time before we decide that we want to open up and let you into that intimate space, which can seem cold and calculated, but it is because we are protecting our hearts. And the reason, as a Virgo woman, I know that we protect our hearts because we are giving. We give of ourselves, of our time. We are here for you. We are supportive. We are encouraging. Like what Jay-Z say, if your girlfriend ain't a Virgo, I feel bad for you, son. Nothing against the rest of y'all. I'm just talking about me and tooting our horns just a little bit. But I know that is why we sometimes are so guarded, because we're protecting ourselves. Because once I let you in, I'm all in. I'm all in. Ain't no turning back. It's me giving all of me to you. And so vulnerability is a huge thing. I mean, I know for me, vulnerability is a huge thing. I know that specifically I would be like, I'm vulnerable and I'm out here. You know how I feel. You know that I'm attracted to you. You know, and that's probably part of the reason that I'm not, assertive in meeting when I meet men, or if I know a man is checking for me. Or that's why, I guess somebody once told me, well, it's okay for you to ask me to go out. No, it ain't, because then that means I gotta pay. And we ain't in that space yet. And I ain't good with rejection. I don't want to ask no man for their number. I don't want to call no man first. Sometimes, like here recently, I got some balls, some big ass cojones, and was like, and shoot my shot, whatever. But I said something, and even still, though they seemed receptive, I still feel apprehensive about it. I'm still very analytical about it. I'm still leery about, is it genuine, because I reached out to him versus him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't reach out but he was in my vicinity. Like, I still feel like, is it, or am I making myself look stupid? Like, I don't want to look stupid. Okay. So what y'all telling Dr. D all facts for? It is Patrice. I'm just realizing this. Yep, Dr. D and Patrice, that's what it boils down to. All facts. Can't have true intimacy unless you have vulnerability. Yes, Dr. D. Okay, I added that extra S, and I'm just imagining that's how Tree said it. Dr. D, facts. That's how, Chandra said it. Everyone wants the connection, but it's hard to take the risk of putting your heart out there. But it's the only way. Absolutely it is. And so you do kind of feel like, so if I put my heart out here and you break my heart, now what happens? Now I have to heal all over again. I got to go through this damn process of healing and finding myself. And then you're afraid to try again. Now you're broken and you try again. Where for me, when I'm vulnerable and my heart gets broke or whatever, because it does, I ball up and I cry, Lord, help me, please. Let me get over this. Why does it feel like this? I don't want to feel like this. And then once I get over that little initial shit, I'm not afraid to try again. I'm not afraid to get close to somebody again, at least close enough for me to be vulnerable, where I can trust them and I can say, okay, well, this is the truth about me. Here are my truths. And now, as who I am now, I live in my truth. I like to live in my truth. I don't like to hide anything from people. And so you can accept me and we can grow together, or you can say fuck me and go on. And if I liked you and hopefully it was short-lived, then my feelings won't be too hurt. But if it isn't and my feelings are hurt, then I gotta go and you gotta go. But I guarantee you want to come back. We talked about that last week, Dr. T, didn't we? They all want to come back. They all want to come back. Baby, let me tell you. You would think I had something to drink or something. I'm a Cancer, and when I love hard. If you get past the barriers I have set up around myself, I will let myself open up. I am scared of rejection. And that is a common fact with lots of us. What was I getting ready to say? Somebody had said something that made me, here we go. We had started, can't have true intimacy unless you have vulnerability. So, every single time. See, I told y'all I was going to have a Virgo day. So when my Virgos start coming on, because there's a lot of them that are ray of sunshines, because they relate to me as a Virgo. But so do you as a Cancer and as a Libra. Like, I love y'all, right? So as a Sagittarius, like I know y'all, some of y'all, I'm the opposite. Once I'm burned, I'm skeptical of everybody. Lord, don't we all just want to be loved for who we are? Warts and all. Baby, tell the truth. I can't. Is that champagne? What is that you got popping on? Is that what that is? Brown dwarf, I don't have my glasses on to really see what that little emoji is. So you had said you can't have intimacy without vulnerability. So we talked about on Sunday if intimacy and sex are synonymous. And as women, we know intimacy and sex are two entirely different things. Intimacy requires you to be open and honest and vulnerable. Sex you can have with anybody if you want to, if you're that kind of person. The connection as a woman is different than that of a man. Once we give ourselves to someone, it becomes we are now vulnerable and open. Like we have opened ourselves up. We have opened up our room, our creative space to you, and where creation is come and it's connected to our souls. You know what I'm saying? Like it's connected, and so intimacy is different. The moment we start having sex with you, for the most part, we want to have those intimate conversations. We want to start talking about, your fears, like with the men. Like we really need to be talking about that stuff way before we have sex. But a lot of times that ain't how it works. I'm not here to judge nobody. Listen, I don't care. It's your business because I done fucked up my whole life, a lot of shit. And I'm sure I've got a lot of fucking up left, okay? But my point is, can you be intimate with someone and not want to have sex with them? No, that's not the question, because the answer to that is yes. Here we go. Here's the question. Okay, so if you're married, is it cheating when you are having intimacy or vulnerability and open with someone else? Prime example, let's say you're together, you and your spouse are together, you guys are going through some shit. And so, you know how your work family your working relationships, they become work family. So your work husband, you start telling your work husband everything that's going on at home. You go to lunch and you have drinks and stuff. And y'all know all of this heads to sometimes cheating, not all the time, but sometimes. But you are open and you are vulnerable and you have a tendency to share more when you trust them, share more of your truths with them, how you feel about stuff, but you're not open and you're not telling that to your husband. How do you think is that a thing? Where did I start with that? Give me your thoughts on it, because there I was going somewhere with that. So is that wrong for you to have, this vulnerability with someone you trust? That's not like a girlfriend. It is someone it's, a guy, it's a coworker, it's, a old best friend, it's all of that, So is that possible? And I saw that Dr. D had just said, I think it can be. It's an emotional affair. Okay, cheating. I think that's what we had said, child. Listen, especially if you're not sharing those things with your spouse. And that is exactly my point. You're not sharing them with your spouse, but you're sharing them with this random person over here. I mean, you know them, you work with them, you actually spend more time at work than you do at home. So you might know them a little bit better. Yes, it is unfair to your spouse. Now, let's follow that up with, so you're married and you ultimately you feel like you had married your best friend. So and we know that for men, it's probably a little harder for them to be more open and exposed and vulnerable than it is for women. So we will easily share once we start trusting you. I saw Scorpio, and yes, my girl is an Aquarius, like my mama. And sometimes I'll be thinking, I don't know how we friends, because me and my mama, me and my mama. I love my mother, but we really be like clashing. And so this relationship no longer works out, but this is who you confided in. Like, that was your best friend. You knew that was your best friend, and you felt comfortable. He felt comfortable sharing everything with his life, his fears, the rejection, shit that happened to him that he doesn't share with people. That's how you know when they trust you and they love you, because they start divulging all kind of shit. And then you guys break up, mutually understand that things aren't working out anymore. That was your husband, that was your wife, and now you guys have gone your separate ways. However, now he's in a new relationship. And in this new relationship, again, I guess I'm saying the same thing I just said a minute ago, because now he's coming back to his ex-wife, confiding because she knows everything about him, versus the new wife or the new girlfriend doesn't know anything or knows some stuff, but not nearly as much. And I understand that the time was vested. Like, and then you find out, I guess you feel cheated. I guess that's what I just said a moment ago. Y'all, I must be getting delirious. We've been on here for an hour. We've been on here for an hour. Let me see. Let's see what we say. Yes, it's unfair to your spouse. If you aren't telling the person you want to get better in the relationship, it won't get better. Absolutely, Treese. Aquarius, yeah. At that point, you've already left mentally. Yeah, absolutely. And I really kind of think you should probably just let it go. I agree with Dr. D. It's an emotional affair. In order to be physically with people, normally your mind has to be with them first. For women, you subconsciously think they won't change. That's a tough one, but it's not fair to the new partner. I don't think so. I think, and I think, honestly, I think that in situations like that, where a man has been vulnerable, they do have a tendency to have like a little bit of time, where they just play the field. They just have a good time. They have no emotional attachment to anybody. And that's it. I feel like, and so while they're playing the field, they can have these conversations. But let's add a caveat. You calling me still, and we having all these intimate, vulnerable, open, free-form, non-judgmental conversations that we do. And how do you think that makes the woman feel? Because that is, like we said, vulnerability is the key to intimacy, right? Vulnerability, being able to open up and to be honest, that is the key to being intimate with someone. So if you're sharing your hopes and dreams and fears, your wants and needs and desires with me, and we're on the phone for hours, or even having dinner, or even coming over and watching TV, even though we're not necessarily having a physical thing, but we're together, like talking, how do you think the woman starts to feel? Does she start feeling like there's a possibility, there's hope? Is there some underlying like unspoken word that you guys are, that this is just strictly friends? Like, unless you have not, I think, specifically said and made it clear that there is no future for you, she might still think that there's an option or a chance. I don't know. I ain't been in that situation. No, sometimes you just want a non-judgmental opinion. Yeah, I get that. And listen, anybody who ever need a non-judgmental opinion, that's me. I'm your girl. I don't make no assumptions. I don't pass no judgment. Your life is yours to live, and I say live it to the fullest. You can hit me in my DMs on Instagram. I am Talisa Rae, and on Facebook, Talisa Rae. I'm gonna get better with all my social media platforms and Twitter. I really don't know how to use Twitter and what it's for. Attached, you feel attached. Absolutely, you feel attached. And for women, I feel like an attachment it makes it hard for her to move on. Because if we were married and you still talking to me and shit, and we still having these good conversations, and you still trusting me with your stuff, I'm attached to you. And most women are faithful and loyal, right? Most women are innately faithful and loyal. And so you feel like, I'm in this is a relationship that I formed with him. I used to sleep with him, and I probably could if I want to now. And so am I really available for someone else? Now I'm wondering, are you available to, look at my questions just popping up. Are you available to someone else if in fact you are sharing, and you're sharing with this person? You can't possibly be available emotionally or mentally or even spiritually for someone else. Physically, yeah, but if you're attached here, can you really be? You can't. That's what I say. I say I couldn't. Makes it hard to move on is how she starts feeling. Let me see. A lot of times she starts falling in love unless she's really not attracted to him. And the reason, let's just say the reason they not together no more is Not because of I wasn't attracted to you, or it wasn't financial differences. It was maybe timing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they were like Robin and Juan. They were too young. Y'all, I didn't do my review last week, and I'm going to Arkansas this weekend. So, any of y'all in Arkansas? Any of y'all in Arkansas? And in Roger, Arkansas? Anywhere near Roger, Arkansas? I'd be willing to meet you. um, if he didn't do this in the relationship, you start thinking it could work this time. Absolutely. Sometimes people have to trust issues and feel more comfortable with someone else other than their spouse. Okay, Tanisha, now you might feel more comfortable talking to someone else and you might have trust issues. But if it's your spouse that you have trust issues with, then why are you married to that spouse? I mean, that's not for you specifically. That is me talking through the question. Like, why would a person be with someone they can't trust? It's a valid, genuine question. I would want to know, why would I be with somebody who I can't open up to? Why? And and the funny thing is, I was married to somebody. It wasn't that I didn't trust my husband. I just didn't feel like he was my best friend. Like, he knows stuff about me I think a lot of people don't know about me. He was a protector for me, but I still feel like I would want us to be best friends. Ideally, I would have wanted us to be best friends. And he told me, I'm not your girlfriend. What, nigga? Like, we should be so connected and so close and talk about so many things that if we're in a certain place that you really already know what I'm thinking when I look over there and look back at you and laugh, instead of saying, what you laughing at? You should know me. We didn't spend enough time together. Like, I guess that's just me. I don't know. Tanisha, I agree, but that's dangerous. Very dangerous. Anyway, yeah. So I think I asked something. I'm all over the place. I think we about done. Y'all ready to go to bed? Oh, it's 10 o'clock my time. I think everybody on here is on the West Coast except for Treese. Treese is, I think she's in Texas or somewhere that way. Oh, and Chandra's still here. Chandra's in Alabama. I'm not sure. Listen, I be forgetting. They that way. So they might be on Central Time, I think, which is, midnight. And we just up like we ain't got work and no shit to do. Because as your emotional needs are being met, and if you slip and start sleeping with him again and it's a wrap, he can compartmentalize sex. She can't. Absolutely, she cannot. I don't care what any woman says about our prowess and that we are the same as men. We are not. We are not. Now, somebody did tell me that once you pass menopause, anybody on here pass menopause? I don't think so. But once you pass menopause, they say you become like a man. Like, you don't have that emotional connection no more because you're no longer ovulating. You're no longer able to incubate. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tell me, Georgia, oh, okay, you on East Coast time and you up with us, girl, hey. Let me see. When you start running things by someone else and they respond the way you think your spouse should, you can get attached to someone outside of your marriage or relationship. You absolutely can. It's a dangerous thing. It is Ohio. I wouldn't have got that right, would I? It is a dangerous thing. I've had male friends that were friends before my husband, so they know me more, and it's nothing but a friendship. Even if my husband and I divorce, they'll still be friends. No, we're not saying that you can't have you. We're not saying that. At least, let me say we. I'm not saying that you cannot have male relationships. You're a Scorpio. Did I not say Scorpio? I think you and Dr. D. Dr. D is a Sagittarius. Both of y'all would have asked Scorpio or Sagittarius. I'm crazy. I'm not saying that you can't have those friendships. I'm just saying that when you have, the conversations that it sounds like from what you just said, your male conversations, what it sounds like is that you're venting about something that happened or that you're upset about, or you're asking their opinion. You're not being vulnerable and open, sharing your fears, your wants, your needs, your desires with them. No, you're just sharing. So this is what happened. Tell me what you think. or this is how it made me feel. I think it's a difference between the two, but even then, that's dangerous. That could be, but if they, okay. See, I knew there was a Scorpio and a Sagittarius. I ain't gonna never forget now that I said it again out loud. I'm just saying that it can be dangerous. You know, she always dropping gems. Her and Dr. D, you too, Chandra. Y'all be coming up with some stuff. So I'm just saying that it could lead to something else. It don't necessarily have to, but we can probably cite 8 out of 10 situations where maybe 8 is too high. 7 out of 10. Okay, 6.5 out of 10 where it could have turned into something else. It's a defense mechanism. I might be confused now. So let me go back and look at what you said. Or was it something I said? Friendship, even if my husband and I divorce, they'll still be friends. What's a defense mechanism? Because I might have said something, or you might have said something, and honey, I just been talking, ain't got no water. And so, yeah. I am going to, yes, ma'am, they are on it tonight. Oh, yeah. You know what? It's so funny because I always remember whenever I go on people's lives, I have to remember that they see that I write something and they see it as a delayed reaction. So I have to really remember. I have to really remember that. Excuse me. Yeah. Let me push this and see what happens when I push that. I just really want to know. Fear of judgment and people using it against you. Okay, so I would hope, and that's the thing though. That is a thing. That's a thing. That is a real fucking thing. That is a thing. That is a thing. Prime example. Y'all gonna know a lot of my book before it's finished, and I want y'all to know, pen this to paper. Okay, I've gotten the chapter out. Hello, and a prologue. Hello, or preface, whichever one is called. I got them out. Okay, so I mean it's typed up. Okay, so y'all would be real proud of me right now. What was I was saying about my example. Okay. So while I was married, I used to journal all the time. I used to journal before I got married. I still journaled while I was married. My husband and I had probably been married about 6 months. He saw that I journaled every night faithfully. I would journal so I can get my thoughts down about how something made me feel. It was very therapeutic. And at that time, that was the way that I was coming to grips with my, temper and emotional sensitive self. So, one day, I got home from work. When he had cooked dinner, or I cooked dinner, somebody cooked dinner. We ate. I took my shower. When I came out the shower, he had my journal. I think we might have been fighting. I think we might have had a fight the day before, or might have been fighting then, and I wasn't talking to him. I had given him the silent treatment, which is not good or healthy in a relationship. But like I said, I didn't know no better. Thought I was ready for marriage, and I wasn't. Anyway, not that there's a prescription for it, but that's something that you have to work on in marriage. Anyway, so he was reading my journal, my private thoughts, like it was a fucking novel. And I just was like, why are you reading my journal? Why are you reading my journal? And he said, I can't believe you said that about me. Is this really how you feel? Why are you reading my journal? That is my personal, private moments. Those are my private thoughts. Why would you read my journal? Why am I twisting my hair up like this? Nervous? I don't know. And so he said, I said, these are my personal, private thoughts. Do you know what that fucker told me? And I mean fucker, because that's how I felt. He said to me, you don't have nothing's private anymore when you married. The devil is a lie. I know you fucking lying. That is my intimate thoughts, okay? And things that I want to share, I'm going to share with you. And so I guess he felt like he needed to know more what I was writing about, because I would get upset and I would write in my journal and I would say, he gets on my fucking nerves. I wish he would do this, or I would need this from him. But those are my journal. And like I said, I did not know how to communicate very well in the marriage. But now, if I were to ever get married again, which I feel like he's looking for me now, um, that I would know better. You know what I'm saying? And it would be more of a trust thing where I know that he wouldn't open up my journal that I have now. So I just felt like he was just like, why wouldn't you share? Why, this is how you really feel about me, then why are we together? And just, it was really a violation of my privacy. And yeah, no, we don't have like nothing private. Like he used to be like, you shouldn't have a lock on your phone. I said, I have a lock on my phone, not to hide who's calling, but so that my phone doesn't purse down like it does. Not to hide who I'm talking to. I mean, because I don't even talk on the phone when I'm at home because you be listening. And I be talking to my girlfriends. So I used to only talk when I was driving to work and driving home. And if you didn't catch me in that time frame, you would have to text me. And even that, because he didn't believe me, so he had my passcode. I used to tell them, don't put anything you don't want Greg to see in the text message, because he asked and I just feel like now that's not a good look. That is not a good look. It was a violation of my privacy. Those were my own thoughts. And that is something that you get to keep. We do share everything, but I still have my own identity. I still have my own thoughts, my own opinions. I still need to write down, and you should let me, because the moment I stop writing shit down, honey, is the moment everything really started going south, because I did not have an outlet for my anger or my discontent with him. It had become very volatile. It had become, toxic, because I didn't have my own outlet except for my girlfriends. And you really don't want to keep calling your girlfriends and be like, he did this and then that, because now they're getting they're starting to think about your husband in a certain way. They rock with you. So if you complaining and you ain't saying nothing good, then all they see is why you with him. What the fuck is going on? Leave that nigga, girl. He ain't shit. So you got to be careful. You better let your girl write in her journal. Let me see what y'all said. Because y'all was talking. He didn't read it. No. Yes, Patrice. Oh, shit. Yes, Treese, I am. I'm getting it. He didn't read it. No, girl, he read it, honey. And read it because I was in the shower, taking a good long shower. Anyway, we have been fighting no boundary violation. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can be married and still have a private, personal space for yourself. Absolutely. And I feel like that was my only private, personal space. I didn't live in this house when I was married. We lived in a very small apartment. The apartment was small. It was 4 of us in it. I mean, I was heavier. My husband was a big man. Then I had them 2 kids. And so I didn't even really have like bathroom time to myself. My only space or private space was in my car. And sometimes I would pull into the driveway in the carport and just sit in the car and not want to go upstairs and dread going up in the house because I just didn't want to be bothered. Okay, let me see. That wasn't right. He violated by reading that and showed his insecurities. I later found that my husband was very insecure, to the point where I used to have to say things like, I'm your wife. Like, understand I don't care about what's going on because of who I am and the type of woman I am. I'm your wife. God gave you to me and me to you. I'm your wife. That used to be something I had to reassure him about all the time. Because he did have insecurities in his past relationships. He had been, cheated on or whatever and hurt. And, so I get it. But you married me. We married. So it was something about me that said that I was her, she, your wife. Trust that I love you and that there's nothing to be fearful of. Okay, wait, let me see. What is the equivalence of how you could have violated him like that? Maybe just his phone, or maybe going through his car, maybe looking in the glove box and looking through the car and going through his stuff. He wouldn't understand unless you went there on him. Absolutely, because I'm trying to think. He really didn't have no business. I was his best friend. That's what he used to say. But we wasn't best friends. That's how I feel. I used to be like, I wish we were best friends. And he used to be, I used to say that all the time. We weren't best friends. We were barely even friends. Like, I feel like it's important that in a relationship, you guys be friends. When you best friends and you friends, that you can really talk and really just release and let yourself go. Think about with your best girlfriend, how y'all talk about anything. One of my best girlfriends would be like, girl, I got these huge blood clots. Come look. Okay? Like, that's the kind of friends that, one of them anyway. Another one of my friends is too reserved, honey. She still go to the bathroom. We've been friends for forever, and she still hides herself like I'm checking. Girl, ain't nobody looking at you. Let's see. Okay. Not encouraging that, giving him a visual or describe to him what a violation of his privacy would have looked like, right? So let me see. Girl, that is controlling. I know my ex was the same way. He hacked into my phone and email. It's a form of abuse. Girl, I ain't never thought of that. Absolutely. Only an insecure man does that ish. And then it what did you just, it made me trigger something. Hack the phone. Only dating. When I met, or let me know if I told y'all this before, and then I'll stop talking about it. I had a BlackBerry, and then that is when Samsung Android kind of took off. Right? But I still liked my BBM, but I had went to Android, and I used to feel like this is stupid. This is stupid. I can't live without an Android. Excuse me. And another time I come home, old BlackBerry that is not charged, because you don't throw your cell phones away, they have to be recycled, right? He had charged it up and had looked through my old messages, like, and I had said, this is too much. If you don't trust me, then you should be with me. And when we were dating, when I date, okay? I'm not, if we're not saying we exclusive, I date 2, 3, 4, 5 people. And just like a nigga, they all get the same message. Good morning, handsome. How you doing, handsome? I hope you dreamed about me, handsome. How you all get the same message. If I take a photo and I send it, they all fucking get the same photo. I don't give a damn. Y'all don't know each other. If you do, I'm sorry. Which one of y'all going? Which one of y'all staying? So it was a violation. He had went into that phone because somebody had said to him that I had slept with someone that he knew. And I had, and it was before him. It wasn't even, it was more like a thing. It wasn't a thing. So it didn't carry on to anything. And somebody had put in his ear that I was stuck on them and I was this and I was that. And that was the truth. And so when he asked me about it and he was in my phone, I said, why do you feel it necessary? So he was like, well, so-and-so told me that this is blah, blah, blah. I said, well, did you go ask him? Because you be in the same space with him. If you're so concerned that I was fooling with him prior to you, because we all have a past. Well, why would you even care? It's before about whoever you slept with before. Even if you volunteering it, I'm not asking a whole bunch of questions because I don't want you to ask questions. I don't want you to be in your feelings about my past. My past is my past. My present is with you, and that's what we need to have. A present here now together. Okay. What did I miss? Okay, yep, my ex-husband did that with an old laptop of mine. I should have left then and never looked back. It's a trip. Like when I think about how insecure my husband was, like it took him a long time. And I want to say this was probably like the first marriage and then our first year of marriage. There were signs in all the time. There were signs of time. And I used to say to him though, if you feel like, I used to always say this, I used to wife and nobody wants me but you. And he'd be like, no, that's a lie. La, 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 la. The only person I see that wants me is you. Like in the beginning, he gave me personal time. Like literally my drive that sisters, had expected him to be there. When I pulled up, they expected to see him. He was officially a brother. He was the protector of all of us. Like simple. If they saw me, they saw him. And when I used to want him here, I want to go out by myself. I don't want to have him to come to dinner, 13 girls and my husband. Like they didn't mind. His husband is right there. So you have to be careful because you know what they say, birds of a feather fly together. So he's staring at you in the dirt. Thought he cheated on me twice. I told you I didn't have no proof, but his actions, the way I feel like that was what he had done. I felt guilty about it. Oh, I'm tired. Uh-oh. Yeah, so I'm done. I'm done. That little yawn, that last yawn, I'm done. I really. So I love y'all, and I am to try and still take my good night. I'm going to try and take my laptop editing so that I'm edit because I can just do that from my phone. It'll be a different clarity, but it's still the video will be up. Okay. I hope I can find some good lighting in the hotel room that I'm gonna be at. Hope I don't buzzing because that's who I'm going with. So I'm gonna try to do 3 and 4. I'm gonna probably watch 4 on the plane, or I'll be listening to an audiobook, and so I might not. But I'm gonna try and do 3 while I'm watch it while I'm on the plane, and then 4 on the day of, and upload them. Okay, so I'm gonna go to bed. Ain't y'all tired? Good night, sis. I love you. And I know, like Tanisha, because we on my Instagram. She's one of my spin boos. I know her in real life. There's a few people that I know. I know T Barber in real life because we went to elementary school together. But though I don't know you in real life, I feel like I know you. We are sisters from another mister. Hey, I love you. And I swear this whole, like, all it was like focusing in and out. Anyway, hugs and kisses and lots of love. I will see you on the next video. That was a long time, y'all. So y'all have fun chopping it up. We out. We trees. Don't worry. We out.